Hey, your boy Malik D here today. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news, but apparently something amazing has happened. There is a full-on fan animation of the GOJO and SUKUNA fight that was put out yesterday. It blew up absolutely everywhere on Reddit, Twitter, everything. It was just everywhere. And I've seen a few snapshots of it, but my God, I need to see this because I'm a JJK fan. Didn't like how it ended, but GOJO, the sequel series, tied up those loose plot points, and I'm glad that it finished up. But this fight is about to happen. Now, I read the manga, so I know exactly what to expect. Spoilers, by the way, for JJK Season 4, Part 2, and Season 5. So if you don't like this, please just skip ahead. But we'll be covering this fight. I'm going to break down frame by frame everything, any callback or reference that I think is absolutely amazing that I can't wait to see. If you're a fan of this video, please, for me, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Anything goes a long way against the algorithm. But let's get into it. If you're also a fan of this video, check out my main channel. I'll put a link to that in this video. Malik the Mist is where I cover my favorite series, One Piece, Bleach, and as we get closer to it, Chainsaw Man, when that comes back again. But anyway, let's get into it. Shout out to the person who made this, along with his whole team. I believe the channel is, let me skip it right here, Fyemaj. Okay. Oh wow, they're about to hit 100K. So if you like this video, please check out their channel and see what they have. Okay, Fyemaj. Let's see what this. All right, and as always, this is an unofficial fan animation made for entertainment purposes. Jujutsu Kaisen and its characters belong to their respective copyright holders. Please support the official manga, anime, and everyone involved at Viz, Shueisha, and Mappa. Made by fans for fans. We hope you enjoy. All right, let's go. Okay. Okay, we're getting this scene. Oh, we're going with the chain scene. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting the scene where Megami loses. Okay. Okay, so right away they're going here. So some context fans don't know. So spoilers, obviously. So when Yuji but he was strong-armed by Sukuna into making the deal where he says, Sukuna's like, hey, I'll bring us both back to life. In exchange, you let me gain control of your body for 1 minute when I say the word in chain. Yuji, obviously, is like, no, you're evil. Why would I ever make a deal with you? You're evil. Screw you. You're a piece of shit. And Sukuna's like, okay. How about this? During that 1 minute, I promise not to injure or kill anybody. Yuji's like, screw you. Why would I trust you to honor those deals? Sukuna explains binding vows, but eventually Sukuna's like, okay, how about we fight it out? Sukuna wins, he one-shots Yuji, and Sukuna, because he got to dictate the terms of what counts as injure or anybody, he got to pick, and Yuji's definitions of injure or anyone are different than Sukuna. Sukuna basically says the word in chain, he takes over Yuji's body for 1 minute. During that 1 minute, he uses pressure points to knock out Hana, who is, as we saw in Season 3, the vessel for Angel. And once that she's taken off the board, Sukuna then rips off one of Yuji's fingers, turns that into a cursed finger. And because Yuji's vow of anyone didn't include himself, because Yuji and Sukuna have different versions of it, this pretty much lets Sukuna basically use as a get-out-of-jail-free card. He then takes Megami, grabs him, shoves the cursed finger down his throat, takes over his body, as we see right here. Now, something I understand. Megami at this moment is also falling out from the revelation that his sister, Sumiki, is actually being possessed by the ancient Heian-era sorcerer, Yorozu. And yeah, so basically all of Megami's efforts in the Culling games were basically for nothing. So yeah. Oh, this is new. This wasn't in the manga. Oh, yeah, this is, okay, that face. That's the face he makes when he realizes Sukumi. That is the face Megami makes when he realizes his sister has been taken over by an ancient sorcerer. He thought his sister was just an awakened sorcerer, meaning she developed a curse technique. No, her body is possessed by an ancient sorcerer, Yorozu. I need some water right here. This is getting good. But because of this, Megami's like, oh shit, wait, hold on. And then he begins to freak out. Now, in that moment, because Megami's feeling despair and helplessness, that's when Sukuna jumps on his opportunity to take over his body. Okay, oh, he's being dragged down. Okay, this is a visual. Oh wow. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. That is a sly reference to two things. Once Sukuna takes over Megami's body, he cannot use his full power because Megami is still fighting him. So what does he do? He leaves with Urame, and then goes to a bath, an evil bath, where he uses the essence of all those cursed spirits to kind of suppress Megami's spirit. Then he also, take this in point, he kills Yorozu, who is inhabiting Megami's sister's body, because he wants to break Megami's will to live. And so how does he do that? He's going to kill Megami's sister via his own curse technique, the Ten Shadows technique. And so this is clearly referencing that, but this is actually a really good visual cue. Because, okay, we got heavy metal music. Oh yeah. Yep. Classic anime trope. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Okay, that's... Hold on, go back. Hold on, go back. Go back like 2 seconds. See that face? That is the face Gojo makes when he meets Megami for the first time. And Megami asks him, what's with that disgusting look on your face? And so this is referencing Gojo seeing Toji in Megami because Toji gave Gojo PTSD. And we're doing the scene when he's being taken over by Sukuna. And, oh, yeah. Okay, that's actually really cool. Okay, Fyemaj, I gotta give you credit. You guys have amazing visual cues because this isn't like a typical fan animation. Fan animation does like one-to-one shots of manga panels. This is taking like, visual cues and like, taking your own creative take on it, which is really hard to do. I can't do it. Sukuna, this new fit. Always love the black turtleneck shirt. Wait, hold on, go back, hold on. Okay, that's actually a very sly reference. You see Geto, when Gojo, so after Sukuna takes over Megami's body, runs wild for a little bit, they finally go to Angel and be like, hey, we need you to free Gojo. And Angel's like, okay, fine, I'll finally do it. They free Gojo. Kenjaku tried to basically put Gojo's, the exit to the prison realm at the bottom of the sea with like 10,000 cursed spirits. Gojo's Gojo, he just gets out of it like that. He's like, I'm out. But no, he does this. And yeah, he gets out and he confronts Kenjaku. And Kenjaku's like, oh yeah, how was the prison realm? It must be nice to finally stretch your legs. He's basically shit-talking Gojo. And Gojo's like, I want you to keep that same energy, fam, because you're about to die. And he tries to kill him, but Sukuna steps in, interferes, and they have they set the date for their showdown on December 24th. And the fight for Gojo and Sukuna is from chapter 223 to 236. But, hold on. Okay, see that? Hold on. There's Geto. And so Gojo obviously wants to kill Kenjaku now because he's piloting the corpse of his best friend. So he's like, no, I gotta kill him now. And that's one of the reasons why he chooses December 24th for the day of the fight, because that's the same day Geto died at the end of JJK 0. So yeah, but this is actually a brilliant cue. Like Fyemaj, I gotta give you, like and subscribe to Fyemaj's channel. Like he actually, like him and whoever they are, their team, I know it's a whole group of people, that is actually an amazing, like with the grass blowing and everything, going from Kenjaku to Geto. Oh, they did it. They did it. I don't know if you know this or not, but MAPPA has this weird thing when they animate Gojo's lips, they put a little extra sauce to it. So clearly Fyemaj is taking notes. Okay, this looks really good, and I gotta say, why is a fan animation better than One Punch Man's latest season? Like, am I on drugs or something? Why are they better than, okay, all right, yeah. Why are they better than One Punch Man? This is way better than, okay. Okay, so in the build-up to their fight, Gojo basically is going up with Utsuhime and I believe his old dude with the guitar, Gakianju. They basically do this ritual where they increase Gojo's power by 200%, and Gojo opens up his move with a hollow purple. Sukuna tanks it, and he's just like, All right, and Gojo has like this cheeky line, just so we're clear. I'm the champ, you're the challenger.
This could all be yours.
Ooh, boxing. Oh. Oh, we're getting the domain and clash, yeah. The funniest time I remember this is when Sukuna is fighting Gojo. He tries to hit with a dismantle. Gojo just falls on his back and then just flicks his hands back and forth, and he sends Sukuna flying. Okay. Okay. So Sukuna's domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine. It is an open barrier, meaning that he doesn't have like the normal closed space domain expansions have. He basically creates the shrine, and anything in that range of a shrine gets chopped up to pieces. And the weakness of domain expansion is that it's harder to get out than it is easier to break in. So he basically bombards Gojo's domain from the outside, and so Gojo's like, okay, I'll just use simple domain, and then he basically just tries to escape the range. Sukuna chases him down, saying you're not doing that, and then, you know, Gojo eventually finds some ways around it, but here we go. Oh wait, hold on, back. Okay, I remember this part. Okay, this was during the fight when, at this point, Gojo basically tanks the shrine technique. He's hit with it. He then grabs Sukuna, and then he recovers his burnt out curse technique, and then he grabs him by his legs and then fires a point blank right at him, destroying his domain and setting him flying. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. Back up. Hold on, I gotta slow this down. This is, hold on, slow down. Where's this playback speed? Let's go with, let's just mute it right here so we can see it. I need to see exactly what's happening because there is a panel I need to see because there's a panel of Gojo. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, wait, did y'all see that? Hold on, back up. Back up. Hold on. I need to see this one more time. Look at that. Look at that image. Look at that. That is just. Oh god, that is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. I could not, like, Gojo is a chill, you know, lackadaisical kind of guy, but Loki, when he locks in, he is fucking terrifying. Like, I need to take a screenshot of this. This is absolutely amazing. Hold on. This is beautiful. Oh, man. They need to make this, cut this out and put on artwork. It's beautiful. Hold on. Let's go back to normal playback speed. Hold on. Volume back up. Let's go. Yep.
Nothing's sacred.
He tries to dismantle and throw back his neck. Yeah.
Birds of play invade my thoughts. They promise I.
Oh man, they're boxing. Damn.
Not strong enough to hold the flame.
Okay, I remember this scene. This was probably my favorite scene in the entire fight. So, at this point, Gojo has exhausted his curse technique too many times. Now he has this hack where he can basically fry part of his brain and then use RCT to regrow the part where his curse technique was damaged. But he's done that too many times in this fight, because when you use domain expansion, your curse technique is burned out. Gojo's been trying to use the cauterization and healing technique one too many times. He tries opening his domain, he can't, he gets an aneurysm, his eyes and nose begin to bleed. And during that moment, Sukuna has the upper hand. Now, Sukuna at this point has summoned the Dharma Wheel from Maharaga, and he's using Megami Soul effectively as basically taking the brunt of Gojo's Infinite Void. And what that does is basically, he doesn't have to summon Maharaga. He's basically has the wheel, and once the wheel turns a full 360, Maharaga will have adapted to Infinite Void. So Gojo's like, okay, I need to take him out real quickly. Problem is, at this point, Gojo's overused his curse technique, and he begins to struggle a little bit. Sukuna starts shit-talking him. Like, I mean, he just starts shit-talking him. He's like, oh, strongest sorcerer in my ass. You were lucky to be born an era without me. You're just mediocre. And Gojo hears this, and he's like, okay. And then Sukuna tries to open up his Malevolent Shrine. But he got hit with Gojo's domain for like 3 seconds. In that 3 seconds, it did affect him. It just took longer to kick in. and then Sukuna begins to bleed from his nose and mouth, and he's just like, wait, well, what's happening? And then he can't open up his domain. And Gojo just immediately starts laughing and saying, it looks like it's hitting you harder than you expected. And he's like, he calls back to his first fight with Sukuna back in the beginning of the series. He's like, hey, my student's watching. Help me show off how great I am. And then he uses blue, pulls him in, and then just gives him this awesome shot right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yes. So that point in the fight, Gojo had basically tanked, basically had managed to hit Sukuna right in the sternum, crush a few of his organs, but before he could finish him off, Mahoraga appears and it has adapted to Infinite Void, and so now Gojo's like, okay, this is problematic, because now he's fighting Sukuna and Mahoraga, but that's not it. Yep.
This could all be yours.
Okay, yeah, he uses that to completely crush the fusion beast. I just tell her, I forget what the name of the Shigami is, but Gojo uses blue to completely crush it, and that's not all. That's what he does. Oh, look at that Gojo. Okay, fans, you know what I'm talking about. Save me, Mahoraga! Save me! Because at this point in the fight, Gojo's like, okay, I need to kill Mahoraga in one shot. It's already adapted to my Infinite Void, so domain experience off the table. I can't fire blue or red at it because it might adapt to it, so he needs something stronger, some extra sauce. Well, he's got purple. Problem is, with purple technique, it requires a ridiculous amount, not ridiculous, it requires a build-up charge time for it to work. And he knows Sukuna's not going to let him sit there and charge it up. So what does he do? He fires off blue at the fusion spirit that Sukuna created, and then he fires off red at the sky. He then basically uses the blue to circle back around and then link up with the red. Sukuna freaks out and he's like, Mahoraga, please, just stop it. He immediately realizes what Gojo's going to do. And yeah, Sukuna's like, oh shit, this is bad. And then Gojo, Mahoraga, who hasn't adapted to blue, gets drawn in. Gojo warps over there himself, stops it, and then boom, unlimited hall purple. And just downtown Shinjuku's just turned to crisp. Oh wait, is that the kind of, okay, this is actually, I love this animation, because when they use the VHS rewind, that's actually really cool. December 19th. Okay, this is Gojo. Wait, hold on. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Gojo, pretty sure Gojo got freed like late November, like 29th or 30th. 29th or 30th. I forget the exact day. I just know it was like a month after he got sealed away. And so he's like, oh, what day is it? Like, and Kenjaku's like, oh, it's November 30th. And Gojo's like, oh, okay. How about we set this on December 25th? So, okay, this is reference to the beginning of the series when Yuji asked, who's stronger, you or Sukuna? Nah, I'd win. Listen, when people say there's no way I can lose a fight in anime, that's like a sign you're definitely gonna lose, sadly. Wait, hold on. Whoa, back up, wait. Okay, that never happened in the manga. We didn't see him actually get cut. We see his body, but we didn't see this. Okay, hold on. Oh, still hurts. The bandit was in shambles. Wait, are we not getting the airplane scene, like the airport scene when Gojo's in the afterlife? Because okay, so the way the fight went down in the manga, Gojo has destroyed Mahoraga, Sukuna is injured, and you know it has like the panel. Gojo's gonna win. Then we immediately cut to the next chapter where we see Gojo waking up at the airport in the afterlife, and then he's talking to Geto, Nanami, and Haibara, as well as the principal. I forget his name. And they're all talking, and about how Gojo's fight and went, and how what he thought of things. But then we immediately cut to Gojo just like cut in half on the ground. Like this is okay. Yep.
ゆっくりと分析始まる。
Wow, he's still awake. That wasn't in the manga. He
ある
wasn't
程
awake in
度
the
の
manga.
時間すればかなりをする。その勝手の中で追加の攻撃を受ければ。
Okay, this has to be an AI trained model because this sounds exactly like Sukuna's voice actor. I forget what his name is. I just know he's the same guy who voices Grimmjow from Bleach, Aizawa from My Hero, and Yami from Black Clover. I just know those like just I recognize the deep growly voice, but holy shit.
かなりまでの時間を覚悟する。最初の呪術の提供だけはない。
Yep.
分析は止まらない。提供は継続す
Sure,
る。
Maharaga can adapt to existence itself.
俺がマコラに求めたのはモデルだ。
He was a
お前の無限を破るためのモデルだ。
Yeah, so to kind of give you a quick recap of what Sukuna did, he basically used Maharaga as like a model slash cheat code, basically to create this thing called the World Cutting Slash. Now, basically, Sukuna had no way of getting by Infinity other than domain expansion or domain amplification. And he already tried the domain clash with Gojo. He couldn't take it. And then domain application, it works, but it's not strong enough. So he needs something extra. Now, the problem, once we start getting into this, is Sukuna's like, okay, I need something extra. He uses a thing called the World Cutting Slash. Now, here's the thing about this. He needed Maharaga to show him how to breach through Gojo's infinity. Because once Maharaga adapted to Infinite Void, it completely kept, adapting to Gojo's infinity. So what did he do? He basically used World Cutting Slash to target the world, not just Gojo, but the entire space. So, i.e., he didn't just cut through Gojo's infinity, he cut existence itself. And this is something that the creator, Gege Akutama, explained. Gojo basically just dropped the ball. He had, after he destroys Maharaga with unlimited Hollow Purple, he's badly injured Sukuna. He basically, all he has to do is just stay locked in and he can win this fight. But because he, destroyed Maharaga, Gojo's like, okay, he's got no way of breaking through my defenses. And so he drops his guard. And because he dropped his guard, he didn't see the attack coming. Now, if he was locked in, he stayed focused, he would have dodged it and he would have won this fight. He would have won this fight. Because Sukuna basically has, even though he still has some tricks up his sleeve, he's not gonna be in better shape than this. The thing about Gojo is he'll never run out of cursed energy. Like Gojo never, because the way his powers work with the six eyes, he'll never run out of juice in a fight. Sukuna does have a fight now. Now he has the most cursed energy we've seen in this series, but he does have a limit. And he's gonna hit that limit real soon after this fight. But no, he does. Yeah, but Gojo would have won this fight if he locked in. But because he didn't, he got cut in half.
マコラがお前の無限に最初の提供したとき、
Oh yeah, this hurts.
自分の重力を変
Yeah,
化さ
sorry,
せ、
Yuji.
お前の無限を中和し、無視した。
Yeah, that was your hero.
それは俺にできなかった。だから待っていた。
Okay, that's a
お
reference
前
to the
の無
whole.
限に
That is a sly reference to the 10 Shadows technique, and Sukuna was waiting in the shadows in the Culling Game.
対抗できる提供
Oh
を
yeah, everybody
手に
stopped.
入れるまで。
Megami's Yusa's very angry. Maki's trying to comfort
2
him.
回目の提供は俺の
Why is
望
she
み
there?
通
Why
り
is
に
Miwa
進
there?
ん
She
だ。
doesn't do anything.
あれは俺が放ったような斬首ではない。それが呪術対象の延長だ。
Yep.
対象は五条悟じゃない。
Here he is, yeah.
空間、存在、
Space existence and the world.
世界
World cutting slash.
そのものにまで及ん
Is
だ。
that Shoko?
そ
Wow, these guys are really going creative with this. They're adding scenes and doing visual cues to shit that we never saw in the manga. But this is great. We didn't see Shoko's reaction to Gojo's death. We just see her like at the end of the manga, and she has this remark of like, "Oh, I quit smoking," and "Oh, by the way, She made a comment that Gojo should have let me have Geto's body, because if he did that, a whole bunch of problems would have been avoided. But no. But yeah, this is great.
れを断つためだ。お前の無限など
Okay, that is. Oh, that hurts. That angle hurts. That angle hurts. Oh god, that angle hurts, man. I cannot. Oh man, that angle hurts to watch. Like, just look at him. Like, I want people to understand in the manga, as far as we know, Gojo's dead when Sukuna's giving this whole monologue about how he beat him. But yeah, and listen, I don't care what Gojo said in the afterlife in the airport scene, which some people, I kind of liked it. I did appreciate what they were trying to do about Gojo being satisfied in death, because he's like, hey, I gave it everything I had, and Gojo knows he raised up some strong students who will finish the job for him. But yeah, no, I always kind of like that airport scene. But yeah, this is a whole different take. I love it.
関係ない。その空間の中に
Yep.
存在する限り、その世界、
Kashimo, you're about to get
そ
your
の
ass kicked, bro.
存
Just
在
stop.
が全て二つに裂かれる。
Yeah.
非常に取得が難しい術だったが、素晴らしいモデルは手に入れていた。
He needed Maharaga to do it.
あっぱれだ。五条悟。俺はお前を忘れない。
Yeah, Sukuna, I hate to break it to you, but you're not gonna live long. You're about to get dogpiled, jumped by the entire cast of JJK. Like, everybody's just gonna be like, Kashimo's gonna try to fight you 1v1. He's gonna get packed up real quickly, but I mean, you're about to get jumped. And because you are a complete arrogant, combat-loving freak, you basically drag things out to the point where Yuji figures out your Achilles heel, and it's just GG's from there.
俺が生きている限り。
Yeah, you won't live long, buddy. Look at those lips. That these are JJK fans. These are true JJK fans. They do not. They gave Gojo's lips extra sauce. Look at the credits, man. Directed and produced by Fyemaj. This is photography background up by Fyemaj, Himej, Karashihawa, Teethbait, and Plusakano. Listen, get these guys a contract with some kind of animation studios. It doesn't have to be anime or manga. It could be any TV show. Give these guys a show. This whole crew knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And please, okay, like and subscribe to Fyemaj. Look at that. Oh, look at that. They play Mario Kart. Trolling Utahime. I love it. Okay, this right here, this panel, this is a reference to something that was supplementary material that came out. So when Gojo was growing up in the Gojo clan, he wanted to go to JJK High. The higher-ups in his clan are like, nope, can't do that. And Gojo's like, okay, screw you. I'll leave the clan if you don't let me go to high school. And they say, okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? You put on this dog and pony show for us, this coming of age ceremony saying, you know, how united we are as a clan, and we'll let you go. And so he does this. That's why he doesn't have his shades or anything like that. Wait, hold on. Back up. Okay, that's Toji after Gojo kills him, and wait, hold on. That's wait, hold on. Back up. That's oh shit. Okay. Okay. That is a double reference to something that you might not get. So we have basically in the reflection of the pool of blood, Toji, Megami's mom, Toji's wife, and Kid Megami. We don't know Megami's mom's name, so whatever. But we have the panel where Toji dies, and then we see in the reflection, of freaking Toji's entire family with Megami. And then you see Gojo's arm basically staying there, and then you've got what's left of, I don't know whose foot that is. That's not Sukuna's foot, I know that, because Sukuna was wearing like those Japanese sandals. Well, not anymore, they're destroyed. But, okay, this is a reference to saying Megumi, the reflection of Toji basically saying, hey, here's my kid, look after him. And then Gojo looking back at that kid's body kills him. Wow, okay, that's crazy. Yep. Oh, look at him with Utah. Wait, did he injure Nakari yet? That panel, that's diabolical. Hold on. This is diabolical. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, man, that's evil. That's evil. That's pure evil. That is evil. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Okay, this scene. Hold on. Not this scene. Hold on. That's this scene. Not this scene. Hold on. What? Why is Megami... Why is Megumi? Okay, hold on. Hold on. You get this one. Okay, this scene right here. This part, I did love this scene. This is in the build up to the fight with Sukuna. Gojo is basically, locked in his serious face. And, everybody else is like, what do we say to cheer him on? This is the first time where he's in a fight where we're not sure he can win. And they're all like, what do we do? And they see Gojo coming in. He's dead serious. And then Yuji, lovable Yuji, God bless him, says, hey, Sensei, I can't hit you on the back. Your curse technique is blocking me. And then, Gojo smiles, deactivates his powers, takes off his jacket. And he's like, hey, cheer me on the back. And they immediately just start clapping and cheering him on. I love it. It's very heartwarming. Wait, what? Okay, the bird is reference to Gojo, but wait, hold on. What is going on? Hold on. Post-credit scene? Okay. Okay. He's gonna try and... Okay, I'm gonna keep saying that. They either have the voice actor did this, or this is AI trained voice. It sounds exactly like Sukuna's voice actor. Like, just 100% like him. Oh, wait, why did he take over? Why did he give Megumi control? Wait, hold on. This wasn't in the. This is not in the manga. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, fuck. This is a reference to Shibuya when Sukuna gave you... Well, he lost control again, but when Yuji got control back and then he sees the death and destruction Sukuna did. This is... Okay, these guys need a job. Like, somebody hire these people, this whole crew for an anime. I don't care. This is the anime. It could be a Western animation. I don't care what it is. Just put these guys in charge of something. This is legit cinema. This is absolute cinema. Is he? Oh no! Oh fuck me! Oh no! Oh shit! This is fuck! Oh god, yes. Oh no, that okay. Okay, first off, let me just say, that was disgusting as fuck. That it did not happen like that in the manga. When he transforms, he basically get like this huge shroud, and then you just see him turn into this form. This is way more horrifying. And not gonna lie, fam, yeah, Sukuna would 100% do this. He would definitely intentionally give Megumi control of his body, be like, here you go, here's the effects, and see Gojo's dead body and the blood on his hands, and then he would immediately force him to... That is... Oh god, that is brutal. That is brutal. Oh man, that is something Sukuna 100% would do. He would definitely screw over Megumi like that. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, hold on. I gotta go back. I gotta see that transformation one more time, because that is just brutal. Hold on. Because Sukuna has 4 arms and a second set of eyes and a mouth. Getting 4 arms is like having your rib extended. Okay, I posted a really weird image. So one thing you gotta understand about how Sukuna's powers work is he's got 4 arms, so the 4 arms let him leave a hand sign for domains and fight at the same time. The mouth is so he can chant with his mouth closed and his body. Yeah, this is disgusting, but this is exactly what Sukuna would do. Yep, and that's what he normally looks like. Okay, final thoughts. Okay, first off, these guys are absolutely amazing. Like, this is like a better version of what Team 4-Star did for Dragon Ball. Team 4-Star did fan parodies of Dragon Ball Z. And this is like a better version of that, because this is them taking, artistic license with certain scenes, like the scene about Megumi being dragged down below into the bath. and then the panel where Gojo meets him again, this 6 Eyes panel, like these guys absolutely. You know what? In a world in 2026, we have so much crazy shit going on. These guys did a better job with animation than One Punch Man did. Like, I'm sorry, but they did a better job than that. So, yeah. Go click, like, and subscribe to Fyemaj. I think they're almost at 300, almost 100,000 subscribers right now. Let me see. Hold on. They're at 98,000. They're probably going to get to it real soon because of this video. But, yeah, please go like, subscribe to this video, to Fyemaj. And if you're a fan of this video, please, for me, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Anything goes a long way. But, man, I can't believe they actually did this. This must have taken like weeks, even with the team. And they probably had a shoestring budget, and they had to use the AI trained voice for Sukuna's voice actor because there's no way he does it. But anyway, yeah. Until next time, I'm your boy Malik. Deuces.